In a small coastal town, nestled between rolling hills and the vast, ever-changing sea, lived an old lighthouse keeper named Marcus. Marcus had spent his life guiding ships safely to harbor, his steadfast light a beacon of hope and safety. He lived alone in the lighthouse, accompanied only by the rhythmic crashing of the waves and the whispering wind. Marcus was known for his calm demeanor. The townsfolk admired how nothing seemed to ruffle his feathers, not even the fiercest storms. But what they didn't know was that Marcus had once been plagued by anxiety and overthinking, much like the stormy seas he watched over. One particularly stormy night, Marcus found himself overwhelmed by the roar of the wind and the churning of the sea. He felt small and powerless against the fury of nature. His mind raced with worries. What if the light goes out? What if a ship crashes because of me? What if I can't keep up? In his distress, Marcus remembered the teachings of the Stoics, ancient philosophers who believed in the power of reason and acceptance. He took a deep breath, grounding himself in the present moment. He focused on what he could control, the light. Marcus walked up the spiral staircase to the lantern room. He checked the oil, ensuring there was enough to last through the night. He polished the glass, making sure the light shone as brightly as possible. With each task, he reminded himself that he was doing his best, and that was all he could do. He then stood by the window, watching the storm rage outside. Instead of fighting his thoughts, he observed them like waves crashing against the rocks. He let them come and go, acknowledging their presence but not letting them pull him under. He remembered the Stoic principle: we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Marcus reminded himself that he could not control the storm, only his response to it. He could not control the sea, only his duty to keep the light burning. He embraced the idea of amor fati, the love of fate, accepting whatever happens as necessary and beneficial in its own way. As the night wore on, Marcus found a strange sense of peace amidst the chaos. His worries still came, but they no longer had the power to overwhelm him. He trusted in his ability to handle whatever came his way, focusing on his duty and letting go of what he couldn't control. By morning, the storm had passed, leaving behind a calm, clear sea. Marcus felt a deep sense of gratitude for the night's lessons. He had faced the storm, both outside and within, and emerged stronger for it. From that night on, whenever anxiety and overthinking threatened to take hold, Marcus would climb the lighthouse stairs, tend to the light, and remind himself of the Stoic wisdom that had guided him through the darkest storm. He learned to embrace the ebb and flow of life, finding peace in acceptance and strength in resilience. And so, the lighthouse keeper continued his watch, a steady beacon of calm in an ever-changing world, his light a reminder to all that peace can be found not by fighting the storms of life, but by learning to navigate them with grace and acceptance.